Good morning. My name's Tom, and this is the weekly political video. We're returning to this format post election because, as I've said many times before, politics runs on a lot of negativity, deliberately so. And it's not healthy to immerse yourself in it. So, again, it's important to limit your intake and don't let people drive that anger. Because when you do that, you don't make good decisions. So we're going to start with Trump's screwball cabinet picks. That anger I was talking about before, that rage, that negativity, well, that's what this is. This is bait. This is troll bait. They're trying to draw you out. He's trolling you. And it's pretty good bait. Because, in the mix, just to mention a few of them, you got a woman who shoots puppies because she doesn't know how to train them. You have Captain Brainworm in charge of people's health. And, like, what do you do with that? Seriously. Well, well, we can scream about how this is like, terrible, but does that actually do anything useful? It does for Trump because you're not actually doing anything useful to counter him. And you're giving him the response he wants because he is a troll. And, it gives the media something that keeps your butt glued to the seat and fully agitated so that they can keep marketing things at you, which is how they get paid. But it doesn't do anything good for you. Now, are these people going to have actual power? Yeah, to some extent, but in the end, Trump is the one in charge. And that's assuming these people get confirmed. Trump's already trying to demand, he's trying to demand rubber stamps from the Senate. We'll see how that goes. But, it's important to remember that, how we got here? I'm going to start by saying, well, take a look at these screwballs. They're deeply troubled, deeply troubled and traumatized children who grew up to become deeply troubled and traumatized adult bootlickers. It's a defense mechanism. It's like you have to attach yourself to the strongest person in the room to get by, to survive. Incidentally, this is what people learn from violent parenting. You have to kiss somebody's butt, no matter how bad they are, because they're stronger than you. And that's how you get by. And we call it respect. That's what violent parenting teaches. So, they have as much power at any given time as Trump feels like giving them. But, are these people the ones you gotta really watch out for? I don't know. Because there's another person in the mix who's not a cabinet pick, and that is Elon Musk. He's another individual who came out hating on Trump and then suddenly loved him. Elon Musk is a bigger dog. He's the stronger of the two. He is exercising his influence because Trump is also a deeply troubled and traumatized child who grew up to be an awful person. And before somebody tries to say different, his father was a famously violent drunk who abandoned his son in a boarding school for deeply troubled children. That is not under dispute. And Elon Musk saw how easy it is for dictators to, get what they want out of Trump and how they exercise their influence. And Elon Musk learned how to run that manipulation on other people around him. So he's no longer doing it reflexively as a defense mechanism or as a troubled or disturbed person, but as somebody who actually learned how the process works and is deliberately doing it. And so it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. In a Terry Pratchett novel, Elon Musk would be the Grand Vizier. So, what can you do about any of this? You can't do anything directly about it beyond maybe calling your senator's offices and leaving messages saying you're opposed to this nomination or that nomination. You can do that. And you can look up their phone numbers for their offices. I think it's like senate.gov or something. If I'll try to remember to put a link in the comments and in the description. But overall, the thing that you can do most to impact the world around you isn't through protest and angry phone calls. It's by getting involved at the local level, building connections and making friends and forming alliances. So go to your town council or city council meetings. Learn how the system works. Get involved in a project, something simple that everybody can get on board with to build a bit of a reputation. And then start kind of working in the things you want to see and you expect out of, your political leaders locally. It's really that simple. It's a slow process, it's boring, and it's how things actually work. You might occasionally get a major victory through massive protests, especially if you get the right political support behind it, but in the end, the system itself is how you get the most results over time. And I feel like it's important that you have an all of the above kind of strategy right now. Get involved. Go to the Board of Ed meetings or the City Council meetings or the PTA meetings and get directly involved. You don't have to do every meeting there is, but pick one and stick with that same one every month. Somewhere between 2 and 4 hours, if it's really long, 2 to 5 hours of your time out of an entire month. That's it. That's all that's required out of you to actually start having more influence in the political landscape around you. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments, and have a great day.